Hello everyone, I'm Greycloak, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 26 of Factorio with the Space Exploration mod, where we are just working on starting our train network after we have put a lot of thought into quality things, quality intermediates, so we can later hopefully build some nice equipment. Only we don't actually have a lot of copper, but that's what we're doing trains for. And I just had the thought that maybe we should just go through our mall as well and see what higher tier buildings and stuff we would like maybe higher tier electric mining drills. It gives us lower resource drain, which is nice. So yeah, I sort of want to just do that before we finish, or actually even get started with our rail network. Just to keep all the quality thoughts as close together as possible. Because otherwise I will forget most stuff. Let's just start by upgrading all of these, because then we can have more modules. Okay, and we start from the bottom, because why not? This is fine, we already have quality of those. What would quality pipe do? Base health. Not interested. How about one of these? Nothing. These? Consumption. So it can consume more, but I guess you would get more thrust per unit of liquid. We get a 30% increase here. We get about a 30% increase here as well, I think. We go up to 2.5 times at legendary. For this we go up to 2.5 times, yeah. So it's actually not any more efficient. Oh, efficiency. We have a scale for that. It just allows us to have fewer of them, and I don't really care about that. How about asteroid collectors, storage size, collection area? I think we already looked at this at some point. Speed of the arms, and more collector arms. That sounds really nice. And I don't see why not. So let's do it. We aren't going to make a lot of them though, so maybe it doesn't make a difference. These, crafting speed. We have enough of these currently on our current ship for a lot more asteroid chunks, so I don't worry about that right now at least. Inventory size for these would be nice, I think. But we make so few of them that we won't get a lot, and we can't consistently build a ship with it anyway. Cargo landing pad, radar coverage, and base health. Not even storage is affected by that, okay. These we do want to make. And maybe we should just put quality in here and see, maybe we're lucky. Did I not put batteries in here? What? I thought I did. But we didn't get any iron into battery production, and that's why it stopped. We can empty this out though. How nice it would be if I had just focused on trains a little bit faster, then we wouldn't have all of these problems. But I said that when we did all these modules, we knew it would be bad. But yeah, we want quality tier 2 batteries. If we made some quality tier 1, we can maybe at some point make these without problems, or directly. No. These we also sort of want, but we want tier 2. That is after another science pack though. Sure, why not? These we want as well. But I was thinking we would be doing them directly from intermediates. This, sure, put them in. If we get one, we're good. If not, oh well. We are going to need some of these in higher quality at some point. Which means we need more storage space. All power poles are just bigger supply area, right? No, also bigger wire reach. But I don't care too much about that yet. Maybe I should care about getting some, though. I mean, we can make a lot more of those and just have some of them be quality. Sure. We're also going to need some copper wire as quality. These get crafting speed, and that's about it. Health, but I don't consider that much of a benefit. Put them in, though. These should be the same crafting speed. I think all crafters are like that. Yeah, I don't care enough about these, I don't think. These would mess up my numbers, so until we can make them consistently, I don't care enough. These, we honestly just want as much production as possible, and less drain would actually be good. So let's put quality in those. Offshore pump, I think they released an update to recently that increases their pumping speed. So this is new from an update and not from the basic 2.0. When they released it, I mean. This was less resource drain. I also want that. Base health consumption and power output. I don't care about that right now, only when we can make them consistently. These, same thing. Heat pipe just gets base health, so don't care. This, same thing, when we can make them consistently. Do these get anything? Health, don't care. Better roboports. It would be nice if they also had bigger supply area and construction area, but whoops, I think it's good enough that we get some of them upgraded, though I don't want too many. Do these get higher capacity? No. And neither do these then. Nope. And these don't get speed? No. These don't get anything? No. Stations? Just health. Crafting. Oh wait, sorry. This. Health. This would be pumping speed, yes. Wait, a pump doesn't pump faster than a offshore pump anymore. So when you do this, if you had to add a pump somewhere, you would get less throughput than if you didn't have a pump. That's annoying, but I guess you could then just add 3 pumps to the one line and pump into the next segment. But maybe we should get it. Did we get offshore pumps? We did, so why not get better pumps as well? Pipe is just health, yes. Storage tanks, health. Chests, health. Solar panel is more output, but we don't use them that much. But then why not? These were all rotation speed, and only that? Yes. No, also consumption. They will consume more though, so yeah, let's not do that. Crafting speed. It would potentially be nice to bring some of these to another planet when you start up the next planet. But nah. Belt was just health, yes. So that's about it. Okay. Let's work on trains again. Lots of rail. And we basically have our bus base or bus stations here laid out how we want them to be. I still think we're going to do wire conditions unless some of the new stuff for trains changes that idea. But we need to actually have an outpost before I can test that. So let's start building some rails. I think we're just going to go up here and then do a square like I have a tendency to do. At least to get started. For that though, we don't have file as I usually use. So we'll have to use robots. And blueprints. So we're just gonna start a blueprint. Let's just remove those to begin with, because then I don't get confused about where the segment starts. And then I want to include these. There. That aligns with this, yes. And then I think a segment of this in this blueprint is just going to be 2 of these. And then just have a longer segment for the trains. Just to have some standard that I can live with. So this should overlap itself, yes. And I think we need a blueprint book for train stuff. So this goes in there, and we will snap it to grid, but only relative. And then we will make it 64 tall. Because then we should be able to just drag it. Like that. Yes, and no extra entities. Good. I think we will be doing this from a train though. Fuel. Can we get faster robots yet? No. They are also behind electromagnetic. Okay, is this far enough out? I would like to not run into this, so let's go at least one segment further. Good. And then I guess we wanted to try out rail or elevated rail stuff. You have to use ramps, I guess, to get up. So to get out of a what do you call this? Dang it, an outpost or a base like this, you would go up to get over another rail segment. Out here. Is the idea. How do you use these? You just go normal rail onto these posts, rail supports. And then you have to go back down. And then you can merge, I guess. But then when you come from here, you need to go into the outpost also here. This is normal though. This is just going in. And this would also just be going out. And we either have to do that by splitting them before this, or we split this out instead. I think I like that idea more, just to have it more similar to this. So the ramps always go next to the normal rail. So let's build the normal parts first. This is just merging with that. This is coming from there. We need to go over here to get that direction. And we need to go over to come in from this direction. So these are all the basic parts. I do want this a little bit further away from this though, because I don't want these signals and power pole to interfere. Good. So we need a ramp out here. And this is going to be a big junction compared to normal junctions, but maybe that's okay. And then this still needs to go over here. Can we... Why can we not fit in here? What? What if we do that? Then we can't turn fast enough. This is already more annoying to work with than I had hoped. So these supports have to be here every now and then. Can you just build a support? Wherever you want? No. Not when they are rotated, at least. And only aligned with normal rail as well when they are not rotated. So this actually works. This does not. This does not. It is weird how it shifts when we do this. And there's no rail, way too small, shift this, no. I just want this to be as tight as possible. And that's why I don't just accept, okay, we just go out here and then go around and merge down again. By the way, do these rotate in between? No, they only go at 45 degrees. But yeah, we could just potentially go to 90 degrees here and then go down. And then merge back in however we want. But that's ugly. We could make more space between our rails. That should also work, I think. Yep. And then if we have a ramp over here, can we just go directly to that? That doesn't work. If we blueprint to here, it should just figure it out by itself. Just out of curiosity, what happened before if we used ghost forcing whatever added as the computer to do our job. Yeah, this. And I mean, yes, this works, but it's not what we want at all. Maybe we just in the junctions make this a little bit wider to accommodate this. And then I guess this is the junction side, so that's what moves in. We could. I can live with that, I think. So let's just assume that's what we're going to do to solve some of these problems. Now, getting in here from over here. Is basically the same thing. Don't need that if we just move this a bit, I think. No, stop it. So how far over does this go? If we just start here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 double tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That looks different though. Am I just bad at counting? Probably. So from this, 1, 2, 3 between. From this, 1, 2, 3 between. It should be the same. So why does this not work now? Okay, it just have to go a little bit straight first. I can live with that. And then merge up here. So yes, a train here can block for a train coming out, and the other way around, like they normally can. But they will not block for a train going past on this side. Or a train coming in from this side. They wouldn't before either though. Could also make an extra lane here whenever we do this, but then I don't know if we need that. I don't know if we even need this though. But we should signal it, I guess. For that we need some extra rail, potentially. This is not as nice as I was hoping it was going to be, but I might change my mind later. Okay, so going into this, we have our chain signals. Can you signal elevated rail? Yes, you can. Good to know. We want to separate these two lines as early as possible, I guess, which would be here. We want to separate these two from each other. We want a normal signal coming out. Maybe I should just do these first, because they're always so simple. We should allow a train to stay on this. Maybe if we have the space at least to not block the other side. Dang it, I thought I'd grabbed so much rail stuff. Why do I not have enough? Need concrete going up here. Oh, I guess I made 2 or 3 trains down here already. So yeah, I wouldn't have enough wagons for that. Start giving me more rail stuff, please. And give me some concrete. Let's just fill up on that. And move up here. Oh well. So, 2 more wagons. We would need a signal to stop it here though. No, it is allowed to go to here. Is it? If this can't go past here, a train from out here wouldn't be able to go past there. One blocking the other. Does it matter which? Not really. So this is fine. Always need these going into segments. And we need them up here. We can just have a normal signal, because we will allow it to enter here even if this is red, because it can stay here and not interfere with anything but this, if that also wants to go in. We do need these 2 rails to separate though. So this needs its own signal. So now our train is allowed to go past here when this train is here. We have already separated these, so a train is allowed to stop up here, as long as it doesn't go past this point. So basically like this. It is so difficult to fit anything on these. So as long as we are ahead of that, and I think this needs to go back a little bit. It is green here, but usually they don't go that far. But we should have the space. Wait, we didn't separate these that early. It would be nice if this moved forward to here, and this moved to there. As then... No, we did. Never mind. We are allowed to let trains out here when this is here, even if it was all the way down here. As long as we're ahead of this. Even if it looks like a train here would hit it, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't. And we are allowed to do that. Go there. Yep, no problem. Good. Oops. That is actually my train. Just going to add these so I can visualize things a little bit better. We are not allowed to go across this junction. If we can't... Wait, yes we are. We are allowed... No, we are not allowed to go past it if this is red. So we do need a change signal there. We are not allowed to go past this. Unless we can also get past this, which means that this first one should be a change signal. And then... Can this fit on this line without blocking the other one? No. No, I will keep the trains like they are. So we are not allowed to go past this change signal, even if this was a normal signal and was green, because we're only allowed to go if we can get past this, right? Because even if we go all the way to that, we are not past the junction up here. I think this would be even better if we just made the exit here a little longer and the entry here a little longer. But for now I just want the most, or the smallest basic thing I can get. And then realize I'm not going to use it because it's so much easier just doing a normal junction for our current throughput limits. So this lane should all be set up correctly. It is separated, it is nice. We want to separate this just to get as much separation as possible. We're allowed to go in here if it's clear. We are allowed to go up here if that is clear. No point keeping a train here that could sit here, as long as it doesn't go past this, of course. But we already signaled that. So that's about it. We will let trains go all the way out here. Actually, this doesn't need to be a change signal. If a train from here can't go past that, why would we allow a train from here to go anywhere past it? A train can stay all the way up to here. Or I guess here. In which case we don't need this. This is its own segment. If we remove this, this is one big segment. We don't want that. But yeah, we basically just want to cut this off, so if we have the ending of a train here, we're still allowed to go in this way. I think so far so good. Did I forget anything? Now we can get rid of these, because I'm not worried about the length anymore. Though I should really have made the perfect junction for me. So, we will have a look at what turns red when we place trains in different locations. This should not turn anything red. Everything is green as it should be. This should turn this blue. And that is it. It does not because we don't have a signal there. And I didn't want a signal there. Can we have a train on this in this segment? Oh, you can move trains without it having fuel. I forgot about that. I think that was pre 2.0. Will a train actually fit in this? Dang it, stop it. It will not. So yeah, a longer ramp here would also be good. So we could get this tail end in with us. But then it isn't allowed to go in here either way, if this is not green. Which means this needs to be green, so it won't be holding there or parking there anyway. Which means it will be here, so it doesn't matter if a train can go past it when we place the train here. Because this will be blocking anything anyway, so yes, it is red. Starting with the bottom lanes. This should still allow trains to go up this way, and it is. Just to be sure, let's take this. Everything is green. Except for the change or signal right behind it, of course. And no, not that, because we have everything separated. Good. This doesn't allow trains to go in there, but we're allowed to go past it. Same thing up here, no changes. Yes, if we go across this, we are not allowed to go the other way across it, surprisingly, because we would crash. But we are only allowed to go past that if we can get all the way down. Coming from here. Everything is as it should be. We're not allowed to go this way. That's fine. On this side, both that and this is red. But we're allowed to go the other way right now. Which won't matter because we couldn't be in this segment with the full train anyway. But if we had smaller trains, it would work. Or longer ramps. So, this is actually good. Or better. No, it's just good. Let's not call it anything but that. It could be better. And maybe we should make it better, should we? We had enough length here, but I want everything to be symmetrical, and we didn't have enough length over here. So if we just make this one wagon length longer. Now we're again getting too far down. Let's move. To over here. Because then it doesn't matter. Come on, robots. I want faster robots. And I want a bigger range on my roboports. Which I would get if I just put in one more roboport, which I have the space for. And I forgot about this again, but never mind that right now. So, if we had 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles everywhere, I think that should be enough for everything. And yes, we're just removing these for now. Would we gain anything from getting these earlier on? We would just require more rail supports, I think. And I don't want that. So let's not. Also going in here, we add the same length. 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming out here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have to resignal again. I put this here to separate this chunks, right? And actually we do need a train to be able to go here, because otherwise we can't get a train the other way. So a train is allowed to go in here. A train is allowed to go up here. Always. Yes. As long as there's no other train, of course. Merge these. And I already did those. Good. Always allowed to go in. Here. Always allowed to go in. As we can fit a train up there, it won't block anything. Separate these blocks now, because we can have a full train in there, we can have a full train up here. I think. Unless I'm stupid. Easily one train up there. So we could even have made these a little tighter, but let's just leave it as it is. Coming in here. If we stop trains there, we have the space for a full train here, right? Yep. So if we separate these blocks, we don't need a change signal here anymore. We only need change signals where we are blocking other train lanes. If we want to, we can move this there, just to be a bit more symmetrical, I guess. And then everything is as I want it to be. I want this to be able to connect to one of these out here. So if we place this here, was it the bottom one that we wanted to go up? I think it was. This goes to there. I think we will just put one in the middle here. For symmetry. Then put one. Oh, we want these to be as short as possible. So actually put this here. 2 over. Yes, so this can move to there. Still can't fit this on this side in the same position, right? There. There, yeah, those two can't reach, so they will be merged in the middle. And then this here, though we will have one here. Something like that. That is a T-junction with a lot more throughput than the normal one. And now we have to roll back some of this to actually get a blueprint of it. Sure. Closer. Blueprint in here. Whoops. Why can I not put a blueprint there? What? I can put a blueprint here. Is it because I'm on the map? Okay, you can't put blueprints in your blueprint book from the map. If we remove that... Oh, it is also removed from there. Remove that, remove this, remove these, and remove these. And that. And these. Wait, then we want this to be closer. Dang it. Which means this could go closer. Though it doesn't matter. It could go even closer. And then this goes away. And then let's just get rid of the extras here. See if I find more things I want to change. Can we have more than one train in this line? 2, 4, 5. We can actually. Sure, let's do that. Oh, just get this in here. Remove this. Remove those. And then we are done. Wait, this needs to be a normal signal. We want a train to be able to park here, even if this is red. Change. It's so difficult to see these signals up here. But I think they're just giving us more freedom than we would have on ground or rail on the ground. But this should be good. Not that, not that. Just 2 chain signals going into this junction. And get rid of this. And everything else is as it should be. Good. Now, I just got the idea. Can you actually make several levels of this? No. You can't put a ramp after a ramp. Even though it sort of looks like it when you do it in this direction. But no, you're just allowed to build rail from there. Okay. So why don't we keep this junction here at our mall, just because this is probably one of the places we are going to have the most throughput. But then design a simpler, normal, one-layer junction that we use for everything else, basically. I think that would be fine, because this is also sort of expensive, I think. First, though, we need to finish this again. Oh, from here. And then connect at the end, like so. And yeah, I don't care about these signals, really. I will care about signals out here, though. Or will I? No, I won't. As long as it's normal signals going into this, so these two, it's no problem. And actually, I need this to be part of the blueprint. Because otherwise, we have to do this every time we do one of these. Which means we should... No, we get a signal right here. So we take all of this again. And put in there. And then I need to remember that to turn left here, I have to turn right. That's just me having to memorize it. But yeah, I think that is good. Now, our normal junction. We should also build. I think this is bad because you can... Oh wait, they did stuff with signal placement, so you now have more options. So I think this is going to be fine. Otherwise these had to bend earlier and be wider. But let's just see. That is breaking everything good. Always going in on these. We have chain signals. Always going out. We have normal signals. Always in the middle. We need to break the blocks. And I think that's how I usually do it. So any train entering this block will prevent trains from going in any of the other directions. Which is fine. That's the problem with this and not having layered rails. But otherwise it is fine. We have a lot of purple, yes, but that's just because it can use only 2 colors, so it uses only 2 colors. Does it... For some reason I feel like I've seen yellow in these, but shouldn't it always only use 2 colors? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. I'm just being weird. So, having this here should always be able to connect to one over here and one here. But we should move this out here. And we should not have a signal there, because we will end up with this in front of it. So having two signals right after each other would break this chain signal. But that is the only problem, I think. Again, I'm not used to doing this with blueprints. I just use file normally. Which also means that we're probably not going to be building a junction first and then fitting these in. We're going to make a long row of these and then fit a junction into it afterwards, and then having to remove extra signals anyway. But that's fine. We just thought a little bit further ahead with this one. Though maybe I want the signal here anyway then. If that's how I use it. Because then I will just go and remove not a signal right here, but probably over here somewhere. Wherever it was before I built the junction. And I'm used to that, so I hopefully won't forget that too many times. But yeah, that is our normal junction. And our pretty junction. Oh, it is sort of pretty. But our efficient junction, I guess. How come we are not researching? Oh, we lack military science, right? Yeah, because we had no walls, because of no brick. And we were just entirely mined out, or almost. If we could get this there at some point, we would get a little bit of stone, but not much. So yeah, we just need to finish our rail network. What could go wrong? And I need to remember to snap this. Is this even the way I want to go? We want coal in. We have coal here and here. Actually, we don't need coal right now, so maybe we just name this coal and then don't use it for a while. So more... No. So I don't know how this is going to work yet, but the thing I want to do is to have just all stations needing coal just be named coal unload, and then do circuit conditions to limit how many trains are allowed to go there, if any. But that's my pre 2.0 idea, before I knew you could do weird stuff with trains. So I'm not sure if that's what we're going to do anymore. We want iron and copper. Let's start with iron though, even though that is what is actually backed up currently. Does that mean we got iron into whatever? I think it was these that weren't working. Yes. Good, good. But yeah, get one iron base mining. I think just this one. And then get a copper. I guess this one or this one. And then we have the start of a functioning rail network. I still need to snap these. Good. That is about as far as we need to go right now in this direction. I guess we should maybe place some radars, though I'm not sure if they actually reach any further than we've already explored. Okay, then we need to go figure out how we do outposts now. Though honestly, I need to figure out how I do trains before I do that, so I know what I need to build. So let's just get a station here built. Sure, whatever you want, robots. We put a station right here. Test. I am having a hard time getting used to the train screen filling the whole screen. It used to just be a window, I think, so you could still see what we were doing behind it and move around. But now it's just a map. I need to get used to that. Interrupts. Their configuration is shared globally between all trains or space platforms. I'm not sure what that means yet, but let's just go to test for some time. And then go to coal unload for some time. And then realize I didn't finish the rail going to the bus depot. So let's do that. And were we happy with a stacker like this? So not used to that. If we build this out here, how are we going to merge it? That's trying to get around this, I think. But I'm sure we can make it work. And it might even look a bit more ordered or non-chaotic this way. But yeah, now we can go here. Coal unload. And then you can add interrupts. Test. But what does this mean? Allow interrupting other interrupts. Is this about how you can set these to send signals to trains? If you wire them up? Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. I'm not ready. Stop. So now this train has a circuit connection. Train count. I thought there was this thing. Oh, sent to train. Yeah, used for weight conditions. So if we just read through all these chests. And put something in to read. We are sending our network to trains. So we can read here, I think. Interrupt condition. Targets first, so coal unload. If item count, I guess, of I would like it to be able to give me everything, so I don't have to specify a thing here. But I guess I could give it with a parameter in the blueprint. But let's just get it to work first, if we can get it to work. If this is below, let's just say 150, because that's less than we gave it, I think. Save interrupt. We had 100, yes. If we go to test now. What I'm thinking is that this will prevent this from going to the coal unload station. Unless there's less than 150, which there are less than that now, so it should just work. As it usually does. But then when we get back there, we put in another 100. And then we should see it go here, and then we should see it not go back. I would guess. And if it is as simple as that, then I think this is what we're going to be using. If it is more complicated, I'm not sure my brain can handle it. Too small brain. Because I'm sure I can make something that my brain can handle without using interrupts. We need to put something in here now. So now there's 200. Will there be any indicator that the interrupt is working? Or do we have to do this the other way around if we have more than something, we can't go there? Is that how it should be? Oh, temporary. Okay, just go here now. Are we then allowed to go back? What I don't understand is that this is called interrupts, when I'm thinking of it as conditions. But if it is interrupting your schedule otherwise to go somewhere else, then I think we have to... No, then I think we have to do it like this. If we get too low on anything, you have to go there now. But this is cargo. Not station condition thing. So I don't think this works. No, we are... Remove that, please. We're still allowed to go there. So... Interrupt condition. Not a specified station? Nah. Is it circuit condition because we get it from the station with the circuit condition? So if... I'm not sure what is the signal we get from here. And here it calls it wait conditions and not... Oh, is this only sending to a train that is standing still here? Is that how it works? We're not getting a signal from it from over here. Then we would have to bring that signal along the rails so we could give it to here from that station. Could we go there, please? Thank you. Why is it temporary, though? Is it because of this? Is it actually sort of working? Giving us temporary stops because of this? Or did I just forget that I sent it here again? So now we're there. Let's just lower this, I guess. So it will go up here. But then does it add a temporary stop again? And we then not need to assign anything necessarily? I'm delaying what I wanted to do though, which is just getting more resources. It is temporary every time. What happens when it gets there though? Can it just stay there for this as well? Waiting at stop and something else working maybe. And well, that's nice that it's blinking like that. I guess the idea then is that the train would break this condition. And for some reason it seems like I got this the wrong way around. If it's above this, we don't allow it to go there. Now you're set to manual. Okay, let's act like we're actually getting this in. Go to test. Test, test, thank you. Stay just for 1 second, I'm impatient. Go here for 1 second. Take me to... What? Oh, I got out. I'm so smart. So now it's not sending us there. Wait, what? Not with a temporary thing, at least. Stop for a bit. I need to think. First of all, we shouldn't need this. When the conditions are met, the interrupt will activate and append all the targets to the schedule as temporary stops. Okay. And it's just coal for this interrupt. So when the target conditions are met, steel being less than 150. It should be coal in this case, but I don't have coal. Then we are sent here. Go back. We should have made a smaller circuit so we don't have to wait so long, but whatever. But we still don't know if it's the train's own capacity we are measuring or if it's a signal from this being sent to the train. But I'm starting to think that this train it's mentioning is a train parked here, which they could have specified a little bit better, I feel. Dang it. Could you come back here very fast, please? And wait for 5 seconds. We will just test it by putting stuff in its cargo, I guess. And that's the simplest way to be sure. Though then I don't know if it is affected by both, I guess. But hey, 200 in there, that should interrupt. This should go away, then we go to test. Wait for 1 second, and then I think we're not coming back. Since we are not below 200 in its own cargo. Which is a signal we can see on the train itself. Yeah, waiting at stop. So it is reading its own thing. So you cannot, it seems, request trains to the station unless you have the signals all along your rail network. And I don't feel like doing that. I would rather configure each station separately than have them all mixed together in signals with different numbers and stuff. I mean, we could use it to send it to the station where it's filled up. But we don't want it to interrupt its unloading at other stations. But we could make... I usually have a fuel train going to all sorts of stations. We could use that to say, if it is empty, just go back to the fuel loading station, fill up, and go out on your schedule again. But I don't know how much else I would use it for right now. Unless there's conditions in here I don't understand, which I'm sure there are. If you're at a specified station, allow an interrupt. Circuit condition. It could just be that that's the wrong thing to use, because that's what I used for this, right? Cargo. No, wait, did I? Circuit condition. I used cargo. Maybe it's circuit condition. I never finished that thought. Less than 150. Remove this. Are we less than 150 over here? No. We are now, though. So yeah, it's not getting a circuit condition with this from the one station. How would it also separate different stations' signals? That would be difficult, I guess. I don't see how that would work. But I would have thought that you could specify a station and then add the interrupt condition to that so it wouldn't go here if something from this station was met. But I don't think that's how it would work. Hopefully I'm not on the tracks, and I'm not. Good. We can still do stuff like this. Let's not set a train to a station that is full and go to the next one instead. Yeah, I don't see how we would do this. So, at least for now, I'm going to do what I actually wanted to do. At least my idea for this stuff. Stop it. Which is to actually count how much we have here and how much we want. And then maybe make that into a parameterized blueprint that I also want to play around with. And then we can make stuff work from there, I think. Give me that. Okay. So we still need to make this iron base and a copper base. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.